Hello there again, Rob here, Rob Hamilton. Well, today I'm standing outside the Santa Fe shopping mall in Medellin. That's right. Massive complex, beautiful, very, very cool indeed. Great architecture as well. And I'm going to go and explore it because I'm talking about how wild the transformation of Medellin has been over the last, 20 years or so. 2025 now, so 2005. Yeah, it's been around 20 years since the dangerous gangs were kind of like, stopped or brought down or have slowed down, and then the city was able to revitalize itself and regenerate. Because today, there are still dangerous places here. I'm absolutely sure about that. I was advised today to not go to the central area. The local lady who was with me a few days ago was going to go with me, but she couldn't because she fell ill. So I said, well, can I go there alone? She said, oh, no, don't go there alone, please. They will steal your camera and you may even have something else happen to you, like getting mugged or whatever else. Could be worse. And another friend of mine who's been here also said, no, don't go there alone. Absolute no. So those situations still exist and unfortunately prevail in certain areas. However, the majority of the city, everywhere that I've been walking and where I am right now, and as you can see behind me, the apartment buildings, hotels, and so on. You've got the mountains in the background over there. We're in a valley. This man's on this side and the man on the other side, this side, that side. So it's a big valley, and it just sprawls out for miles and miles and miles. And I'm just talking about how incredibly it's transformed from a dangerous, gang-infested mess where there were nothing but murders every single day, all day long, and drug crimes, of course, and drug smuggling and the rest of it, to a city that's a cultural hub now these days. It's a cultural hub, and it's probably the most favorite place for expats to live in Colombia. That's what I've been reading, because it offers everything, and everything you want is here. The best restaurants, cafes, shops, hotels, apartments, condos, the nature, hiking, trekking, and all kinds of sports, everything you want. And it's relatively central, easy to fly in and out of as well. And again, there's a big expat community here, which makes it interesting for the expats to be involved in. Yes, and it's quite astonishing to look around and see how modernized it's become. So let's go and have a look. Let's go and check out this mall. I want to see what's going on and see the people as well, because I've been told that I see lots of beautiful people here. We'll see if that's true or not. Not that it bothers me, I'd like to show you guys around to show you how Colombia has transformed itself. Again, from a gang-infested, murderous city to a modern cultural hub with every single thing that modern society has to offer, including, of course, cannot forget that, can we now? Starbucks. That's right. Starbucks, everywhere you go. It's a phenomenon. So, hang on. Right, so yes, it's just modern. Look, we got more seats and socket outlets than anywhere else I've seen before. You can reserve these booths here as well, so you can work in the mall, air-conditioned, and in a nice environment. Because look, at the end of the day, you're in a mall, but there's greenery here, so it's a very nice setting, and it's spacious. It's spacious. Have a look. Spacious and cool. So working from here, I suppose, is a very nice thing to do, because you got a lot of. My camera is acting up again, but we'll sort that out in a second. Anyway, so look, yes, I'm surprised to see all these workstations here, because there's actually tons of them. They're like maybe 100 workstations at least. I mean, you've got all kinds of local brands. So it's basically a co-working area, a free co-working area. You've also got desks there with codes, with a safe code. So you can lock in your stuff and walk away, which is pretty cool. Lots of nice local shops. Well, that's American Eagle, that's Americanino, I guess that's Colombia. They got Boss here, over there, behind me, and yeah, all kinds of things. So let's keep on walking around. So I want to get a lot of a feeling here, and I want to stop for a coffee soon above all, because I had my food, my healthy food, as always, which was steak cooked in butter, salt and pepper rubbed into it, and then 3 eggs, also cooked in butter, with salt and pepper too, and nothing else. That's right. Okay, so here we go up the escalator. Oh yeah, okay, so that's the healthy meal, which is part of the wellness program, don't forget. And we've got escalators, so I'm walking them. I also walked to this mall from my apartment, which is about 2 kilometers, instead of taking a taxi or motorbike. Okay, here we go. Now it's looking a lot more interesting and also international. Right, where do we start? Okay, let's see. Behind me we got Levi's, Under Armour, and people like to stop in front of you here too, so I noticed that. So we got an Under Armour store here, which I'm actually wearing now, is Under Armour too. I'm not a big fan of Under Armour, but hey ho, the backpack and the t-shirt I'm wearing here serve me well. Okay, now look at this place. This is fabulous. Take a look, my friends. Whoa, look at that. Look at this building. Look at the architecture. That's the glass roof. And we've got some sort of an exhibition thing going on in the basement here. And the floors, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 huge floors of this shopping mall. Something else, isn't it? I mean, this is amazing. I've seen many shopping malls. And we got Adidas behind me, nice. I've seen many shopping malls, because they're usually very cramped and they go up the windy, one floor to the other. It's like you can't see it around, and this is super. I've never seen anything like this. It's completely open, and well, you walk around and you feel. That's what I don't like about malls, because they don't give you space and they feel claustrophobic to me. But this place, no, this place is actually, you feel like you're kind of outside, even though you know you're not, because you see a lot of greenery. You got the skylight here, which is more or less open. It's not open, but it feels like it's open because it gives a lot of light. And you've got all this space, so you can walk around. Look at the size of the walkway here. It's fantastic. Freeport, Spirito, Converse. We got Cinnabons. Oh my God, they look nice, but not healthy. The lady did not smile at me. I wonder why. We got Converse store here as well. So what else have we got? Converse. Okay, well I don't like Converse too much, but they are very popular shoes. What else do I see? Sportline American Diesel from Italy, diesel jeans. That's right. So, well, this exhibition here, what is it? It's some sort of a, I don't know, women's wear accessory exhibition, it looks like. If anywhere, I should find some beautiful people down there, right? Anyhow, moving on. What else can I find? I'm going to walk all the way up, or I will walk all the way up with you to show you this place. And hopefully I'll find a nice place to have coffee. There's always, what's that there? What is that? It's interesting. Oh, it's ceviche. It's very cool. I haven't tried that yet, but I should. Let's have a look if I can film it. Oops, lazy. There we go. So we got shrimps, an onion, and an octopus. Ceviche, or however you pronounce it. What does it cost? 15,000, 16,000 pesos, which is $4. Not too bad for a big cup full of shrimps or something else. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'll try that ceviche Isha, how do you pronounce that? I don't know. Today, somewhere in Medellin. I think I'm saying it right now these days. Medellin. I used to say Medellin. I didn't know. The double L is pronounced as a J, I believe. Anyway, thankfully my viewers, subscribers, like to correct me. Anyway, let's keep on looking at these amazing architectural, well, feats. It's an amazing architectural feat to put up such a mall like this. Let's have a look. We're going to go up to the next floor, actually. It's absolutely massive, but it doesn't. Again, it's massive, but it doesn't feel like you're in one of those huge places that are full of people and claustrophobic. No, because it's so open. Oh my goodness me! What else have we got here? We cannot avoid anywhere in the world. That one. Mickey D. Yeah, Mickey D. Mickey D and Starbucks. Two of America's most popular exports, yet also probably contribute to the most amount of cardiac disease, obesity, and diabetes in the world. That's right. Why? Because nothing in there that you can buy to eat is healthy at all, not one single thing. The only thing you can have there that's healthy is the coffee. Here in Colombia, they also have another funny thing. They have a specialized dessert section. I've actually seen McDonald's dessert places without a proper McDonald's attached to it. And they call it McDonald's postulates. So they have a little stand here, which is attached, there we go, which is attached to the actual McDonald's in the back here. And yeah, so people go and buy these specialty desserts, which of course are completely packed with sugar. The burgers are also, the bread is gross because it's nothing but sugar inside and flour, which also turns to sugar. And the burger meat is also not the finest. Is it now? Of course not. It comes from factory farmed animals, which are treated terribly and live a terrible life, and then they have to eat food with pesticides, antibiotics, and growth hormones so that they can be slaughtered sooner and yield more profits. So here we have a usual food court that you always find in malls. I could smell it, so I looked around my shoulder, and here we are. Oh my goodness me! What else do we have here? Oh yes, of course we got the other suspects. The other suspects in the game, in the health game and the food game, and that have a wonderful recipe to make people fat and sugar addicted and addicted to junk food. Yes, you may guess. There's 1, 2, 3 of the banditos right here, and they all come from where? Yes, you can guess it. One particular country that starts with an A. America, United States of America. That is right. And I'll line them up for you right here now because they're all next to each other. Because there's more. But these ones are the three main culprits. Okay, we'll start off with KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Probably the worst thing you can ever put in your mouth because it's deep fried chicken in flour and bread, and there's sugar added to everything, and it also is terrible chicken meat. Then next to it you have the competitor of McDonald's. That's right, Burger King. You see it? Right next to KFC, but it's only a small one compared to the KFC, which is double or triple the size. And then next to that, of course, you have the one that pretends to be healthy, Subway sandwich shop. And Subway, of course, is not healthy because it's 80% bread, a little bit of salad, a little bit of meat. Again, all that stuff is factory farmed. Yes, the meats, everything they have in here, Burger King, KFC, Subway, they all come from factory farms. Anyway, not the point. The point is just to point this out. The point of this video is about me talking about the wild transformation of Medellin over the last 20 odd years from a ghetto, gang-ruled city which was on the brink of collapse to what is now a modern, hustling and bustling cultural hub, and probably one of the most, I think it's the most popular city in Colombia. People may have other thoughts on that. It depends on what you I mean, I think it is, based on what I've been told, what I see. Cali is another very popular one, as is Cartagena, but Cartagena is more for tourism. Cali, I think, is also popular to live, but I think this does take the first place. Bogota is also popular, but of course Bogota is very high. Elevation is also not the warmest places. I was there 3 weeks ago, it was 10 degrees, and I looked at the temperature there now, it's also 12, 13 degrees, and it's raining all the time. So look at this beautiful view from the fourth floor. Fabulous, isn't it? Now, the one thing I have not found yet, unfortunately, is what I was looking for. A coffee shop. Instead, I have found junk food in this wonderful mall, high-end, super cool mall, which has transformed a big neighborhood here in Medellin, which is the, what's it called again? I forget the name of the neighborhood again. I had it in my head before, but now I've lost it again. The P, anyway, it'll come to me later, hopefully. So, yes, here we are. Game shop, not that interesting. Yes, as far as food is concerned, I haven't seen anything much besides fast food junk. And I haven't seen any. Up there's just some, there's a Dollar City shop. Yeah, interesting. Another American junk crap shop. So, yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I'm trying to find somewhere to have my coffee, and we'll get back to you in a minute when I get some. Alrighty ho. Right on, back outside of the mall, in nature, in the area. The neighborhood is called Poblado, okay? So I forgot that, but I just looked it up again. So this Poblado area is probably the most popular spot. It's a huge neighborhood, by the way, it's not small. It's like 5-6 kilometers long, I believe. I don't know how wide it is, 2 or 3. And it's all like this. The streets are all lined with trees and bushes. And the vegetation is fantastic. Obviously, they're very old, so things have been built around it. And again, you can see how transformed it is. It's fantastic. You can see the mall again from outside. It's a jumbo building. That's right. Jumbo shop there too. Anyway, so let's carry on. Let's mosey on a little bit. So we can see a few more buildings and examples of the transformation of the city of Medellin over the last 10, 20, 25 years or so, ever since the cartels were kind of brought down, or at least brought to a standstill, and did mostly go away, because they were, in fact, what's it called, the Operation Orion, when the then president ordered for it to be stopped. And a lot of people were unfortunately gone missing, they say, 6,000 plus. And we all know what gone missing means, especially because it's that long ago. And all of that happened in the Sector 13 area, which was where the stronghold was of Escobar. The Escobar stronghold was built in the ghetto area, basically. It's a slum, and it still is, except for the tourist walkway up. That's all touristy, full of souvenir shops and drink shops and bars and cafes and restaurants. But the rest of it is still, it's full on ghetto style. All the buildings are built on top of each other, next to each other. Literally, all of them are connected. Some of them don't have windings, most of them don't. They look unfinished, and it looks nasty. I'm sure it's not healthy. I'm sure there's still plenty of crime going on in there, which I was told there is. So that's part of the transformation. It's kind of weird, because whereas they stopped all the gang violence there and drug trading in that area, and they made it a tourist destination, which gets millions and millions of tourists to you. When I was there a few days ago, there were thousands there. It was hard to walk up the stairs and the walkway there. So many people coming and going. But again, mostly there were a few foreigners, but mostly local tourists. So yes, that is transformed into a tourist spot, which makes a lot of money for the locals and for the government. But the general neighborhood is still lagging a lot. So a little bit surprised that has not been addressed, but maybe it's not possible to do so because they're like, Brazilian favelas. Not quite as bad, I think. If I remember the favelas, they were not even built out of concrete, where these are built out of brick and concrete. So that's better. yeah, but that's that area. And of course, there are still poor areas in the city, but the majority is all like this. I mean, look at this beautiful avenue. It's just lovely. And it's totally super safe here. There's nothing to worry about. That's why I can walk around holding the camera out and talk freely without having to worry that anybody will bother me, because there's no reason to worry about it. There's another mall over here, which I was at yesterday. It's a bit more, how should I say, grounded. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's the Aviada Mall. It's a bit more boutique-y. It's smaller. It's not that, doesn't have that massive kind of like space and area and skylight, and this is 1 or 2 floors, and the shops are smaller, and it's more like a design kind of setup that you would find on designer streets. Yeah, that's right. That's probably a good way to phrase it. It's also a wonderful development, and there's wonderful hotels around here as well. And of course, again, what do I see? Again, another Mickey D. And as I said, I was in there yesterday and I saw the usual suspects there as well. All the other ones, Starbucks and KFC and Burger King and whatnot. Anyhow, let's carry on. Okay, thank you very much. Selling flowers here. Right, here we are at the other mall, the Oviedo. It's called Oviedo, which we can see over there. There we go. Difficult for me to see because it's blaring, the sun is blaring. Right, so this is a totally different style of mall. It's more, like I said, the other one is a big one, has everything, but it's definitely a much more commercial mall, whereas this one is a bit more, is upmarket the right word also? I think probably a little bit more upmarket, because it definitely has more restaurants and cafes in here than the other one. I didn't see any proper good, they have the junk food restaurants, but not nice restaurants or cafes, whereas here they do. And it's just the way it's built and designed here is like a kind of a wellness feeling. It's like made with lots of wood decor and also lots of plants. What's that? Doesn't want me to film here, I don't know why. Security guy asked me not to film anyway. I'm filming a bit anyway. Here's a different story. We've got lots of nice little coffee shops where people are working from there as well. And you can see the design, so I'm just going to film quickly, get an impression of it, because I don't want to get stopped again and do something illegal. I just want to get a glimpse of it. As I explained, this is like a kind of a jungle setup in the mall. You see? So it's designed very beautifully with lots of plants, trees, bamboo trees, and a huge amount of greenery, waterfalls, little fountains like this one here. It's very, very nice. And the shops are all small and picturesque. And yeah, it's a very, very nice place. And as I said, there's a nice cafe set up over there, but I'm going to walk on a little bit because it looked a bit too crowded and find somewhere else. That's right. So yeah, looking at that over there, we got more and more trees, and this is actually an open mall as well, you see. Let's have a look. So I didn't realize until now, part of it is covered with that glass roof up there, and then this part I'm standing in now is not. You see the roof and the sky. So again, beautiful architecture, really nicely designed, as you can see up here, and it's very, very pretty. Okay, so let's go and find my coffee, shall we? Time for a little sit down and rest, because I've been walking for 4 kilometers again, exploring these new shopping malls and also the buildings around here. Very interesting to see this incredible redevelopment and the transformation of Medellin from a war zone essentially to a modern, thriving city and cultural hub, and a huge magnet for expats, mostly from America. Lots from Europe, but a lot from America, of course, because it's so close to the US. And yeah, that's what makes it an interesting place to be. And the whole of Colombia is definitely a very, very vibrant place. Beautiful people, friendly people, lovely people. I just find the prices a little bit too high, well, quite a bit too high in certain areas and things, such as coffee, beers, wine. Wine from Chile is very expensive, even though it should be cheaper. It's more expensive here than it is in Southeast Asia, right? And that's puzzling to me. Food in a decent restaurant is also pricey. Hotels are very pricey also. You can't get a decent hotel under $40, $50 a night, whereas in Southeast Asia you can get a very decent hotel for $25. And so simple things like that. Even water bottles are more pricey than in Southeast Asia. And taxi service too. Taxi service, or the ride sharing thing, which is like the Uber situation. They have a local one, they have Uber as well. It's also double to triple the price from Southeast Asia. So all in all, it's a wonderful country. It's blossoming, I should say, but there are a lot of fallbacks to it as well. It's quite underdeveloped in certain areas. Infrastructure and services provided are not as good as they should be, in my opinion. It's hard to find bank machines, for example, that work and accept international cards. But anyway, that's not the point. It is the way it is. It's a second or third world country still. It's rising up very quickly and fast. So I think it has a great future ahead of it. But you have to be aware that you need to spend more money here than you do in Southeast Asia, which is why a lot of people go there. And it's just, life seems to be easier in Southeast Asia with all kinds of things than here. And that's a little bit hard, generalization, I know, and hard to explain, but things that you can get things done more easily over there, Southeast Asia, than you can here, is my feeling so far. Anyhow, Medellin, again, wonderful city, beautiful people, absolutely stunning place, set in the middle of mountains, left and right, in a valley, gorgeous places. And the surrounding towns like Jericho and Jardin, also beautiful. And yes, I'm off to Cali tomorrow to check that place out. It's also supposed to be incredible. And let's carry on the trip through Colombia, and I'll be seeing you in the next one, my friends. Lots more to come from me in Colombia. I'll be here for at least one more week, and reporting on different stories and people and culture and food, and anything else I come across. Beautiful sights, beautiful people. All right, guys, peace out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Back outside again. One more thing to be aware of. I wanted to point out to you guys. See those things down there with what am I talking about now? The stripy things on the road. Yeah, what are they called again? Zebra crossings, right? See 1, 2 of them there. Just so you know, they mean absolutely nothing to people here. Nothing at all. You could walk on a zebra crossing as much as you want. Nobody will stop unless you force yourself out and push your way through. They do not stop here at all. That here is even worse than Southeast Asia. Worse. I mean, Cambodia is terrible for that, but not as bad as here. Thailand's much better than this, or Cambodia. It's shocking actually, because it's the signage on the roads is very coherent and clear. You got the give way signs, you got the no overtake signs, and you got the traffic lights, and you got your zebra crossing. But as you see, you also have the yellow signs with a man on it walking across saying, attention, there's pedestrians coming here. But no. So that transformation hasn't happened yet. That transformation has to still come. Traffic rules and how motorists treat pedestrians and behave on the road. I just had a bit of road rage then from a taxi driver, but no less. Not surprised, they're slimy bastards here, also the taxi drivers. Whereas the Uber drivers are nice people because they're younger guys and they're very grateful that they have you. I was crossing the road was empty. Again, there weren't any cars coming in. Then a taxi just pulls out in front of me. Boom, boom, and almost hit me in the leg. And I shouted, "Hey, stop, what are you doing?" And he starts yelling and screaming at me in Spanish, so I just walked away quickly because I didn't want to get into a fight. Oh my God. That's another thing I wanted to point out about Colombia. Not so nice, that part. Anyway, doesn't matter. That transformation to 2025 and being a modern first world country or city has to still follow. That'll take a long time. That's a cultural issue, cultural problem. That's right, it's a cultural problem both in Southeast Asia and here. There is just no respect for traffic rules and pedestrians, even though, just like anywhere else in the world, you set a foot on a zebra crossing, especially have the sign telling the motorists to yield to the pedestrians. They don't care, they don't stop, and they'll run you over. Just like that. Not good.
Thanks for watching Rob's Health Crunch. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel. There is more great content on the way from me about Cambodia, health, fitness, wellness, real healthy food, and great lifestyle habits. Don't forget to enable notifications so you'll know when the latest video is posted. Until then, here's some other great content I think you will enjoy.